Hello, Taurus, and happy May. Okay, for your reading today, I am going to be using the Oracle of the Mermaids deck, along with my own deck, the Sparkle and Shine Oracle cards, which can be downloaded via my website, www.healwithheatherkristen.com, where you can also book energy readings, energy work, and coaching sessions. Okay, let's get started. So, your first card is Water Flight. Second card, Return of Aphrodite. And third card, the Selkie and her skin. Okay, so the first card, Water Flight, it's all about the release of heaviness, okay? The release of burdens, the release of maybe some ideas. So what's coming up for you in May, I think there's going to be some, it feels like, not I think, it feels like you are going to have some opportunities or be presented with some situations that change your view on something, okay? Changes your view that has kind of kept you down, or it's kind of been a burden. It almost feels like a release of expectations. Maybe you come to a realization that you and your expectations are more important than others' expectations. Maybe there's a situation where you realize how important or how much more important your ideals or beliefs are than other people. Maybe there's a situation that releases a burden on you. You know, maybe a relationship or a job that's burdening you. It's maybe finally ends, and you have that kind of monkey off your back, so to speak. So there's all sorts of different possibilities for you guys out there. The point is, there's going to be some release for you this month, and it's going to help you see things from a different perspective. It's either going to help you see things from a different perspective, or you're going to see things from a different perspective and then have the release. Either way, there's something. I see a bigger picture there, or maybe more information about a particular topic. Like maybe you're in a particular situation and you couldn't see the whole situation clearly, and something comes to light and you're able to see the whole situation clearly, and it helps you make a very defined decision. Or yeah, we'll just go with that. Okay, sorry, I'm all over the place. Anyway, so that is going to be kind of the first thing that comes up. And as you go through this period of release, or a situation that causes some kind of release or better understanding, you are going to start a journey, or there's going to be another opportunity for you to empower yourself, okay? And that empowerment is going to help you find your authenticity, your authentic self, okay? So the situations that present themselves coming up in May, there may be some challenges. There may be something that is very uncomfortable, but it's going to be very important for you, because you being able to empower yourself and connect with your authenticity is so incredibly important in your overall journey that this absolutely needs to happen. Okay, so when you are presented with a situation, maybe a person, an event, something like that happens, you might be inclined to, it might trigger you. So you might be inclined to lash out. You might be inclined to push your frustrations, fears, judgments, beliefs out on someone else. But what you need to do is you need to have compassion that they aren't necessarily the catalyst, they are the messenger, okay? The situation, the people involved, they're just messengers. This situation is coming into your path because there is a lesson that you need to learn. There is a limiting belief that you need to release. There is a pattern that you need to break, something that needs to change, okay? And that's what's going to be brought up for you. If you can work through it, then the opportunity arises for you to heal, for you to become more empowered, for you to find who you truly are. Because for the time being, I'm feeling that these situations are going to be the greatest for the people who are really struggling with finding their true selves. As we go into kind of this new 5D reality here on Earth, those who are not in touch with their authentic self are going to be challenged more greatly, because so many people have work that they need to do on Earth. They need to share their light, they need to share their gifts. It's all part of this new world that is developing, and you're needed. And so you need to be in touch. You need to get in touch. You need to find, you need to familiarize yourself with your gifts and your talents and what you came to this world to do, because that's part of your reason why you're here. And so the universe kind of has this urgency for people to connect with themselves and start doing the work they came here to do. So if you are a person who is fairly aware with, and it's just kind of working on your authentic self, whatever comes up in May may not be as aggressive. I don't want to say trauma or anything like that, because I don't want to cause fear in anyone. Because these situations aren't meant to bring you fear. They may bring you fear. They're not meant to cause you fear. It's only to help you recognize fears and limiting beliefs and things like that. So I will say aggressive. I will use the word aggressive. Situations may become more aggressive toward those people who are still struggling to find themselves, who are kind of pushing back in trying to find themselves or work on themselves or heal. In those situations, the universe generally gets a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more urgent with certain life lessons, with certain limiting beliefs that need to get let go, fears, things like that. So it's going to be different for everyone, but just know that anything that comes up, try to view it as a life lesson. Anyway, this month for you is all about finding who you are, getting in touch with your authentic self, getting in touch with your empowerment, your sense of empowerment, and your ability to create the life that you want. Okay, you're not under anyone else's expectations. You have to live life by your own expectations. Okay, so let me see if there's anything else that's coming up. Freedom. Feel for freedom. Where in your life do you feel restricted? Is there somewhere that you feel claustrophobic, restricted, like you're not in control, out of control? Maybe if it's like in your job, maybe your career path, it feels very restricting and like it's not joyous. Friendship, maybe relationship with your parents, anything like that. Any of those areas that stand out for you as not being joyous, not being fun, not filling you with delight. I mean, granted, life is not going to be joyous and delightful every second of every day, but the key is when we follow a path that brings us, most of the time, joy and love and excitement, then we know we're on the right path. If something feels bad to you, then you need to identify it, because that is something that probably needs to be released because it doesn't align with who you are. So if you're on this path of getting rid of burdens and finding your power, finding your authentic self, take a look at your life and identify things that don't feel good, that keep you feeling restricted, that keep you feeling disempowered. Disempowered is a big one. Thought patterns, whether it's actual people or places or just thought patterns, okay? You could have beliefs about yourself that keep you limited. And if that's the case, and that's something that needs to be let go of too. So there's all sorts of different paths that you can go down, but just start identifying things that don't feel good to you, okay? And any challenges that arise this month, just realize that it's for your best interest, okay? It's for your highest good. You're trying to be helped out by the universe, by your spiritual guides, okay? So take anything inward, see what lessons you can learn. Don't face your frustrations outward, okay? Let's jump over to my deck and let's see what card I come up with. Rewards. Okay. Rewards, it's all about rewards for your hard work, okay? If you've been putting in energy towards something, maybe it's your healing, maybe it's your healing journey, and things finally lift, you finally feel forward movement. That could be rewards. Maybe it's a monetary reward at work. You finally are recognized, and you get the promotion and you feel empowered. Any number of things. Maybe you're seen for your authentic self, and that feels amazing because someone sees you for you instead of what they thought you were. Either way, something is going to be, some kind of reward is coming up for you this month. So I think that'll kind of brighten anything else that energetically that may come up for you this month. That'll kind of help you move through the month as you move through some other things that could be a little bit more challenging. So, okay, a little bit of light for you. I am going to sign off. I hope you have an amazing month, and I will see you back here in June.